Hey, welcome to my channel. It's ThatGirlRAIZA, that girl all together, that girl R-A-I-Z-A Riza. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. This video is a time-lapse video of a makeup application I did not too long ago on one of my favorite clients. Shout out to Sam. Thank you for trusting me with your makeup. And on her, the palette that I used was the Lion King palette that SirJohn did with Luminess, I think it is called. And I'm just going for like a really nice neutral eye look because she's wearing this kind of purple royal dress and I don't want to overpower in color. So as you see, I did a crease color and I'm applying some gold on the lid. However, I did a combination of about 3 different kind of gold eyeshadows. And right here in this video, I just want you guys to be able to observe how basically I construct the face of a customer. I like to start with eyes. I first have brows done and then I like to work on my eyes because I like to be free-handed with my blending. I do not like to be worrying about fallout or any kind of blending in the edges. I clean up afterwards when I build up the skin. Like I mentioned, here I'm applying the second color of gold from the same palette, and this one I'm going with my fingers because I want to have more control. I want to have more of the sparkle of it. The first eyeshadow, I basically just laid it for color. Now in between every other application, either I use my fingers or my brush, I always go back to my blending brush and always soften out the edges. That is very important. That's like #1 tip I can give you guys. Here I'm going with a little bit of those 2 dark shades, esos dos colores más oscuros, to deepen the crease. And now let's go into some wing eyeliner. I'm using Black Track from MAC, que es un gel delineador en crema. Súper bueno, es de MAC. No tienen que comprar el de MAC, pero es el que estoy utilizando aquí con ella. Y lo estoy haciendo con un pincel súper finito. No lo estoy haciendo con un pincel angular, sino con un pincel fino de hacer liner, delineador, to do wing eyeliner. And I just kind of laid first the base from my eyeliner to kind of like get a feel about where it's gonna be placed, my wing. And I step into skin and all of that we're gonna see soon. And then you will notice that I do go back to the eyeliner and finish it off, like wing it out, perfect it, yada yada yada. Here you see me with a makeup remover white, y esto es lo que me refiero. Yo hago siempre sombra primero porque me gusta poder difuminar libremente y después lo limpio. Then I clean it up to make sure I get the shape that I want around the edges. Y también me ayuda a darle más definición a ese cat eye para así hacerlo un poquito más balanceado, por así decirlo. Y aquí vamos entonces a preparar la piel, prepping the skin. I'm using a primer and a moisturizer, of course. So I just apply that with my dual fiber brush, and then I'm gonna go right into concealer. Why? Sometimes with clients, depending on their skin and what kind of makeup event they need, I kind of work the face with concealer and then work out to my foundation to even out or balance out with the body, because I want to make sure that her makeup is flawless. The most coverage I like to build is in the center of the face so we can get that awakened look, that full glam look. So as you see here, I laid different concealers and then I went in with my dual fiber blending brush and I'm blending all over the skin. And as I do that, I do put a little bit of foundation for the perimeters for the para los bordes, the edges of the face. As I apply my concealer, I like to use the fan because I feel que cuando yo abanico el concealer empieza como que a fijarse un poquito y así la pigmentación, la cobertura del color es más sólida. So yo le doy un momentito y después lo sigo difuminando para así tener la cobertura que estoy buscando, la cobertura deseada. También a través de todo el proceso de maquillaje, throughout my whole process of makeup application, I like to spritz the face with any kind of makeup setting spray, but more like a hydration mist, not a matte, because I want to be able to blend. Y aunque yo difumine con brocha, siempre vuelvo con la esponja. La esponja recoge el exceso de maquillaje, el exceso de producto que no necesitas en la piel. Y adicional de eso, termina de difuminar todo tan liso, so smooth, que no ves ni una marca de brocha, nada. Siempre utilizo ambas técnicas. Now, how I mentioned before, this is the time where I take actual foundation and I go and work the neck, work the chest, behind the ears, the temples, everywhere to make the whole skin look natural. Obviously look that is just one color, and that's where I work through. Here I'm adding one more concealer. This isn't a cream concealer, but it's very, very light, and I'm just putting it in the most smallest part of her inner corner just to brighten up right underneath her eye. And again, I go again with my brush, my sponge, and you blend, girl. Never stop blending. Now let's bake. Baking powder. I'm using a baking powder from Becca, and it's a blur smooth powder, whatever name, and it's lit. I love it. I've used it on myself. I used it on my client. I used it on my Samantha, and I love it. This is the golden one. I bought the pink one, even though I'm not fair, I'm not light, but I'm gonna mix them and see what I get. Now let's go to contour. Now, even though this is for an event that's going to be a lot of cameras, a lot of pictures and everything, I did not do cream contour. Why? Because Samantha naturally has such a beautiful bone structure. She has her face features, they're naturally contoured. So I don't want to over contour her and then she'll look draggy in pictures. So I sometimes prefer to stick to powder contour. And when I do powder contour, I do different tones to get the depth that I need or definition I need. And again, how you see here, I'm once again spritzing with a Fix Plus from MAC. It's a hydration mist for the skin, and fanning after the powder. Why? Because I like when the makeup melts onto the skin. That way it doesn't look powdery in real life. It doesn't pick up powdery on camera, and it just like smooth laid skin. Another tip I strongly give, and it's something I learned from another makeup trainer when I was working with MAC, is that you always want to look into the mirror. You always want to step back, take a look at your customer, and also make them look at the mirror and look in the mirror with them. How do they look? How do they look? How does it look? And you should do that on yourself. When we are doing our makeup, cuando nos estamos maquillando, a veces estamos muy pegadas del espejo. Mi mayor consejo, entre medio de tu aplicación de maquillaje, da un paso atrás y observa. Obsérvate de lado a lado. Lo ven que lo hago varias veces en el video con mi clienta, because that's where you see where you need to balance out, where you need to lift the line, where you need to fill in or blend out a little bit more. You already saw that I finish off my wing eyeliner. Now I'm working the waterline and the lower lash line. I have to apologize because the battery of my phone died and I couldn't continue recording. I had my customer record on her phone and then I could not save it. This was the only way I could save it. I did screen recording just to show the last bits of the video. I'm gonna apply some mascara and I'm gonna apply some lipstick for her. I like to apply mascara now on after lashes because they kind of like make them pop out more and make them look nicer. And then the Q-tip underneath the lash line kind of guarantees that there won't be any extra smudging because everything is already smudged out. Now in those very tiny spaces in between the lashes that I can't get with my mascara, I do it with the liquid liner, and you can see. Now let's go to lips. Because of the mask and the COVID world, I'm doing a lip pencil with a liquid lipstick on top, and I'm gonna blot it also with a Q-tip that you're gonna see soon in the video. And I just want to again shout out to my client Samantha. Thank you so much for trusting me with your makeup. You have a beautiful face. I would do your makeup anytime. And the Fenty Beauty highlighter. It's gonna be trophy wife. Y con este highlighter terminamos el look. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. ThatGirlRAIZA all together. ThatGirl RAIZA Raiza. And chequeamos en la próxima.
Want to be around him. And I really believe that it's that light that is going to allow him to lead us on that new path forward. And I'm so proud to be behind you. As I said, you know, he is my best friend, and I am your #1 fan.